chapter 3, verse 1, ingon si James, "Not many of you should become teachers, my brothers and sisters, for you know that we who teach will be judged with greater strictness." Teachers in the church, teachers and preachers, or anybody who has a teaching ministry, anybody that is always speaking in the church. And James says, not many of you should be teachers. Not many of you should be pastors or preachers or leaders. Not many of you. Why? Because James says, you will have greater judgment. In the King James Version, and literally in the Greek, it says, you will have greater condemnation. In ESV, it's with greater strictness, not because there's a double standard in the judgment seat of Christ, or there are many different kinds of judgments. But it only means that when you are a teacher, the more you teach, the more you speak words. And the more you speak words, the more prone you are to sin. Diba? That's why the more you talk, the more error. Diba? And I think James is very careful here when he says nga, you teachers in the church, preachers, be careful with what you say, because you could mislead people in the church. And this is what's happening sa mga simbahan nato. That when we have teachers who are not qualified, teachers who are not mature, teachers who are so tactless that they can speak anything they want in the pulpit, use the pulpit to manipulate people, use the pulpit to force people to sin, use the pulpit to manipulate the congregation in the church to give what the teacher desires and wants, then the church is in greater danger. You see, kung teacher ka, pastor ka, preacher ka, you have a great responsibility in the church. Jesus says, everyone to whom much was given, of him much will be required. And so none of you must be teachers. Okay? This is not to discourage po, di na lang kung mag-pastor, di na lang kung mag-teacher. What if you are called by God? This only means that if your motive is wrong, no? Kanang pang ganahan ka mag-pastor kay mag-pastor perminas tubangan. Ganahan ka mag-teacher kay kung teacher ka, murag mas influential ka. If you see this pulpit, if you see this position as a chance, an opportunity for you to hoard power and wealth and fame, then this is not for you. Check your motive, brothers and sisters. And I really pray in my heart in this church, God will raise up teachers and pastors and elders and preachers who boldly proclaim the gospel and the word of God. Because I feel that in many churches today, there is a famine of the Word of God. You know, sa dili na ka makadungog sa pulong sa Ginoo. As I've said, tagaan na lang joke-joke. So, tagaan na lang kag mga drama, tagaan na lang kag mga role play, tagaan na lang kag bisag unsa para lang you'll feel entertained. But when you are a preacher and teacher, your call is not to entertain people. Your call is to shepherd them and feed them with a very pure Word of God. But if you feed them with junk, then you end up with malnourished congregation or church.